I got no idea what this is, but Mr. Pokey put out a video called Fixing Everything. Okay, well, I guess let's just get into it.
I'm making right here. It's going to hopefully, I believe, the video that will hold myself, hold my community, and even my fellow content creators accountable.
Great.
Right? I'm not speaking this with like any like dramatic flair. I'm not gonna say this to garner, rile up the mobs or like sympathy and everything. So this is my...
Holy fuck, did he put out an apology video? Holy shit, did he actually do it? Wait, this is fucking awesome. Okay, no, this is huge. I know there's a lot of people who are against Mr. Pokey right now and say he's too far gone. I personally don't believe that at all. I'm a guy who gives a lot of chances, I'm not gonna lie. And I think if Mr. Pokey shows remorse, then I think it's completely fine. Okay, this is great. Wait, this is like a great... I also have the same mini fridge. I threw it away though because I'm not poor anymore. Yeah, but I used to have that one. I never noticed that. Okay, well, let's see what this is. I'm actually incredibly curious.
Genuine thoughts and reflection after what is essentially like a very long night yesterday, right? I was like talking with like my friends, with Fei Xiao, right? And I actually went back to take a look at what essentially is like the cause of all these things that has been happening in like the past, I would say a couple of months, maybe even years. And I want to take a look back. I want to take a look back from day one all the way, right? I read through, I watched, I looked through my content all the way, right?
Yeah.
And I've come to realize that a lot of these things that happen in the space.
What was that zoom in for? What the hell?
It reminds me of a scenario where if one person yells into the crowd, right, everybody in the crowd would think that that one person is crazy. But if two people, right, two person, if they were to yell back at one another, it doesn't really matter what the two of them are saying, right? The crowd would think that both of them are crazy at the same time.
Sure.
And I think that sort of made me realize that what happened yesterday and the day before and everything, you know, I went into the level of
No, I think that's fair. If there's a group of 1,000 people and two of them are yelling at each other, I mean, people would think that they're both crazy. I think that's a very fair thing to say. Also, 3,500 subs. Holy shit.
Yelling back and trying to stand up for my...
Or people will think that they're fighting and get scared, which is one of the two scenarios.
Then trying to stand up.
However, if there's two people and then they're both in an arena and there's 2,000 people watching the fight, then they'll just think there's a blood match, and it's awesome. So it really depends on the scenario. Yeah, it really depends.
For my community, and trying to stand up for my channel. And at the end of the day, it doesn't even mean a goddamn thing, because no matter how much I want to try and stand up for myself or the people around me, my community especially, people outside this place, they will still assume that, you know, why is this guy engaging again? Why is this guy trying to go back?
Yeah, because I think that's a very fair point. And I told Mr. Pokey this, by the way. I did. He reached out to me, and I did tell him this. I said, you lose no matter what because you said you will never engage, and then you engaged. Is this video a sub goal? I don't think so. But I told him, I was like, you lose because you said you're not going to engage, and then you engage. You had the ability to walk away, and then you went back in. And so it's a lose-lose scenario. You know, it really is. Like, he really set himself up to fail here. I'm not going to lie. Yeah.
And get himself involved with drama and everything. And looking back, you guys are absolutely right, you know. I shouldn't have done that.
Yep.
Because I know for a fact that my own content, for, I think, I would say 2 years, most of them, they do revolve around gameplay.
Yeah, here's the thing, and people just need to understand this, right? Here's why the Saint Tontas Mr. Pokey drama doesn't fucking matter. And I hate saying this as a guy who's enjoyed every second of it. And I'm just going to be real. I'm a huge fan of people having issues and fucking going at each other. I love it. One of the reasons why I started watching Twitch was one of my favorite streamers of all time, Wreckful, was going after this other fat Korean guy over some bullshit. It didn't really mean anything. Low-key, Wreckful was schizoing out about it, and I thought it was hilarious. I just love it, bro. I just love it. Yeah, I just think it's cool. I mean, that's why I watch wrestling, you know? I like watching the storylines. I like watching two angry people have issues and solve it out. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. But the thing that people got to realize is that Mr. Pokey's community is not going anywhere, and St. Tontas's community isn't going anywhere. Now, let me put some specifications. St. Tontas's broader community will go somewhere. Mr. Pokey's broader community will go somewhere. But the Woo-Wah players will always watch St. Tontas. The Honkai Star Rail players will still watch Mr. Pokey because they don't actually give a fuck who they are. They just want to see their streamer play the funny game that they like to watch. They don't give a fuck who they are. They just want to see them play the fucking game. For those reasons, they'll always be good. However, drama will definitely hurt their transition out of those things. But as long as they just stay, St. Tontas is the Woo-Wah guy, Mr. Pokey's the HSR guy, they're not really going to get hurt in any tangible way. And I'll be real, I don't think any of them are planning to branch out to variety anytime soon. That's just my opinion, though.
I think I can speak to myself. And
Woo-Wah players hate Saint. If Woo-Wah players hate Saint so much, then why is he the most watched Wuthering Wave streamer? Out of curiosity. Okay. He's not. No, he is. He is the only Wuthering Waves main streamer. Right? Same thing. Same people who say people hate Mr. Pokey. Well, then why is he the most watched Honkai Star Rail streamer? Is what it is. Because of your influence? Oh, yeah, sure. Never mind.
my consciousness,
I forgot I made them both. My bad, guys. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry about that.
that every single game that I've been covering or I've been playing, be it Honkai Star Rail or like Xenoblade Zone Zero or the period of time where I was playing Wuthering Waves or even Genshin Impact, I'm somebody that built up my content based on the gameplay that I'm doing. I would never want to turn my channel into a content page that is trying to get involved with all of the reactions between all the different streamers, all the different war that's going on. And that was never ever my goal that I wanted to start stream, right? So you can see all these kind of things. I will ask myself, right, is this the reason why I wanted to start stream in the first place? Why I even begun my journey as a content creator since day one?
Side note, Mr. Pokey looks fucking beautiful today.
Because I would never wake up one day and say, okay, you know what?
Side note, he definitely copied my chain.
I'm going to be a content creator. I'm going to be a streamer that goes around, farms drama, psychoanalyze, and that is going to be what I want my content to be. And that is going to be how I shape my community to be. And I let you guys down. I let you guys down. Every single time I do a video something like this, it serves no purpose. It's meaningless. Even though, if my intention, right, it was to basically get people outside my community to see, you know, people like Santontes, it's beyond what I would want to deal with. And I would never want my channel.
To be fair, that Goodbye St. Tontas video was your top performing video in the past 1 to 10. So big dub. Good farm. Good farm. Big farm.
To become something like that. And the moment I even want to respond to prove a point that, you know, yep, this guy has been on my ass for 4 months, and then he said I've been on his ass for 4 months, you know, he said I ruined his reputation by calling him a crowbar and everything. What it does, even if it proves a point, right? Even if like, okay, I got a W, you know, I proved that this guy is just like legit like crazy or whatever. At the end of the day, I wouldn't want a community that I've been fostering to watch my content based on like this kind of shit. It is shit, right? I want to build my content based on these, you know? And I have been doing these things for like a very, 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 very long time. And I would say like almost every...
I will say though, respectfully, Honkai Star Rail is no longer in a position to grow anymore. So it's more like if Mr. Pokey does choose to stay with Honkai Star Rail long term, and I've gotten into a lot of shit for saying this in the past, just know Honkai Star Rail is a stagnating category. It's not a dying category by any means. It's a stagnating category. And he could cover this forever and make just enough to get by. Eventually, it should be every creator spot to be seen than more than just the game that they're playing. So, I mean, I think he's doing a great job by branching off in Epic 7 as well. However, that's another stagnating category, and that's another flavor of the month thing, right? So, once again, he can do whatever he wants, but he's just got to understand, like, if you look 10 months ago, 100,000 views on HSR, these days, maybe 20, 30K. And you just got to be aware of if he does decide to pigeonhole himself into just HSR, it's going to be pretty difficult long-term to remain successful. He's got to be, and I know Mr. Pokey, he'll definitely, I'm pretty sure he'll be ready to cover the things like Ananta, Arknights Enfield. I think Mr. Pokey is going to love Arknights Enfield. Straight up. I think he's going to love Arknights Enfield. I hope he plays it.
A very good portion of my entire channel, it is revolved around the gameplay, the guides, me enjoying myself and my community enjoying me enjoying myself. You know, this includes all of my Oilers, all of my supporters, all of my viewers, or even my hate watchers, right?
I will say, Mr. Pokey is incredibly fortunate because he has so many Oilers that will just give him infinite money the moment he asks. Not gonna lie, hella jealous. Hella jealous. The fact that I get like 2-3 times Mr. Pokey's viewership and I only have 1,000 more subs is like, bro, Mr. Pokey's doing great for his fucking stream, bro.
No matter what, at the end of the day, I know that I want my channel to be something like this. I would hate it, right? I would hate it if it becomes something like this. We could literally farm this video back and forth for like 10 times, 20 times, right? Goodbye, never engage, goes back in, engage again, another drama comes up, you know, whether is it justified, whether I'm in the wrong, whether I'm in the right, whether they're in the
I just think it's fine to give chat a break from the gameplay all the time. You know, I like doing spice of life, you know, a little bit of Minecraft here, a little bit of fucking Oblivion there, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I think there's always so many guides and 0 cycles you can do, by the way. I think Mr. Pokey's guilting himself a lot for something he doesn't need to guilt himself for.
wrong, whether they're in the right, apologies, whatever. It's not something that I want to make on my channel or base it upon, you know? It's draining, it's tiring, mentally, physically. It's literally a waste of my time. It's a waste of my stream time. It's a waste of my community time. And people that watch these, right? Like, for people that want to look at drama, great, you know? Everybody likes to see drama. You know, it gets you a lot more views, right? Look at it, you know? 58,000 compared to 37,000 reviving DOG in 2025, you know?
True.
Drama does get you views, but at the end of the day,
Well, it really depends, right? Because the thing is, being in the right side of drama gets you views. Case in point, look at Genizad. Genizad's been on the right side of history, right? So he's been getting crazy W's, crazy W's, crazy W's. Genizad W, Genizad W, right? Being on the wrong side of drama fucks you over. That's why people who like to call out the bullshit in the drama will get tons of views. But people who cause drama, Enviosity, Atsu, the other guy that I'm not mentioning anymore, completely destroys their channel. And people need to acknowledge that it's not people who cause drama, it's people who correct drama get views. And that's the very important distinction.
I don't find any joy in doing this. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I literally lost almost 5 kg in 1 month because of all the shit that has been going through in the entire month of April. I mean, I got shredded though, right? I got hella fucking shredded. You know, maybe it's the dubs. Maybe.
Wait, he has erectile dysfunction issues too? Mine are fixed. Mine are fixed. But man, they are bad. Like, they are bad, bro. Holy fuck, it's miserable.
It's good because my eating habits has been like...
Oh, eating disorder, not erectile dysfunction. Well, my dick works again, which is great. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. When you got hella hoes on your dick like I do every day, man, not being able to get it out, oh, it's soul crushing. When they're like, oh, fuck me, John. And I'm like, I can't, bro. I'm too busy thinking about anime girls. Oh, man, it sucks.
All over the place. I will legit eat one time when I'm on stream. That's my dinner. And I'll eat right after I end stream. Because my sleep schedule is so fucked up. It's messed up, right? Like, especially the whole Tectone thing that happened recently with the whole hypocrisy thing. It's very, very draining. And at the end of the day, it doesn't do anything for me on my channel or my branding.
Don't blame me, bro. Don't call it the Tectone thing. Don't blame me. That was not on me.
Whole hypocrisy thing. It's very, very... It's messed up, right? Like, especially the whole Tectone thing that happened recently with the whole hypocrisy thing. It's very, very draining. And...
Okay, hold up. I'm going to take chat's counseling here. Is he blaming me or no? I'm going to trust you guys. No? Great. PTSD. I'm just used to getting blamed for everything, bro. Bro, I get blamed for fucking everything. It's nuts.
At the end of the day, it doesn't do anything for me on my channel or my branding, right? But, you know, I take this as a W, right? I calm myself down and, you know, I can get shredded, so maybe it is what it is. But, yeah, back to my point, right? It's my fault, man. I shouldn't have let my content or my branding or my streams and my community see this side that it's just not worth seeing. It's not worth engaging. And I hope that if you guys were to watch my channel and my content, it wouldn't be for a reason based on drama and everything. It will be because, you know, I want to enjoy my gameplay. I want to enjoy my time with my community and everything in between. All right, so yeah, I let you guys down, you know. It's my fault. It's my bad. I should have never engaged. I should never even think about engaging. Because, like I mentioned, right, if one crazy guy shouts in the crowd, people know that there's a crazy guy. But the moment 2 of the people shout back at one another, doesn't matter if one guy is right or one guy is wrong. Nobody cares. You know, it's childish. It's literally embarrassing for like everyone around you to look at these two people get into an argument, and it shouldn't have happened.
Well, the other thing is that it's not necessarily two random screaming in a crowd, right? It's two people that everybody knows screaming in a crowd, and it's more like two war generals sending their armies at each other. So I think this perspective is a little bit skewed, but I understand how he thinks, but I just think he's off here.
It reflects very badly on me, and I shouldn't have done that. You know? And it's all
Yeah,
brings me back to,
tribalism.
like one of the points on what I wanna even talk about this in the first place, right? I actually made a video yesterday night. I didn't even post it because I thought that it might not even be my place to post, since majority of the things it was regarding, you know, genocide and sentinels, right? But I kind of just want to also show why I would never want to make my channel end up becoming something like this. So you guys remember the clip that I said, you know, is I banned or whatever, right? Well, it turns out it's okay. But there's a reason why I felt so strongly about this whole thing. So if you want to take a look at it over here, right? This was Genesis' response to Santonte's so-called apology. All right. A little bit of a context. This apology, it happened in the middle of Tectone basically saying, yeah, you fucked up. And I don't think you need to hear it from me. We can just go for it.
So first of all,
okay.
I don't know if he's going to address this in a video or not, but
Yeah, we've seen
apparently
this.
YouTube thinks I'm a pedophile now, so that's cool. He put this apology up on Twitter in the middle of Tectone's stream,
That is so funny.
my video, which is a very interesting coincidence, and I don't believe it's too far reading into this.
Well, I'm confused. If Mr. Pokey just said he doesn't want to engage anymore, why is it? Oh my god.
He didn't put it before or anything. He put it in the middle, coincidentally after Tectone was more taking my side through my things. Do I believe that this would have come out otherwise? I'm not so sure. I mean, here's the reality. People are just going to call me a pedophile over the thing because of what he said. And him apologizing isn't going to change them from doing that.
Can I ask y'all a question? Why the fuck Mr. Pokey have Genozad's back so hard, but when Atsu was fucking me, he didn't have my back? I don't get it, man.
Like, that's the thing. It isn't. Like, it's not going to fix it.
I thought what we had was special, bro.
I don't believe that this is really a sincere apology. I acknowledge that this is an apology. I don't really accept it that much. And, you know, I don't have to accept it. He doesn't have to accept mine either.
He put you on the payroll, didn't he?
I mean, what you did was fucked up. And I'm going to be real with you. Like, the fact that none of your friends even were publicly taking your side on this, and you not only double downed, you triple downed it on a stream. You said it on stream, then you basically enforced it on Twitter, and then on another stream, you basically defended it again. Then to just come out with this in the middle of essentially my video being reviewed by Tectone, where he's essentially saying what you're doing isn't right, and then you drop this tweet in the middle, and then everyone spams his chat linking it. Like, how do you think I'm going to take it? Like, you have to look at it from other people's perspectives, right? And from my perspective, think about how I would see it, right? Just realistically, I don't think it's too crazy to see it this way, that it's like, what a coincidence, right before that part of my video is addressed on Tectone stream, this comes out pre-apologizing for that. It, like, think about how I would see that, right? So, hey, that's how I feel about it. But the thing is, you know, whatever.
I will say, at this point, I'm ready for this drama to be wrapped up. I am. I'm ready for it to be wrapped up.
You also don't apologize for essentially comparing me to a wife beater, which is an interesting thing to say, which, it wasn't even an analogy. You just compared me to a wife beater, which was a crazy thing to say as well. Obviously, I'd rather people say that I'm a wife beater than a pedophile, but, I mean, who would be happy about either of those?
True.
Like, right? And that's kind of like, okay. Like,
That is so
I think
fucking funny,
all of this
effortlessly,
completely
man.
overstepped the line to such an unbelievable degree. And I hate to say it this way, but if you didn't make this apology about this, like, you were basically backed into a corner and you had to. Because if you didn't, like people were pretty against what you said, bro. Like, everyone was kind of taking it in the way that you were calling me a pedophile. So, like, I'm just saying, like, it's...
Yeah, but that's sort of it. Here's the thing, right? This is considered as a joke, right? But here's the thing, though. I don't think it's like basically what Genesis said, right? he was back into the corner.
And this is the guy. This is the creator that Jenna's glazing the shit out of. Jenna's glazing the fuck out of her. I wonder why. I wonder what their DMs look like. I wonder what their DMs look like. No wonder he has 6 Rosia. Here's a link to that. At this point, Bro's talked way too much shit. Bro's passively aggressively said way too much shit. I almost don't care. I almost don't care. The masks are falling off.
My point is sort of this, right? My point is sort of this. I never want to make my own personal channel and branding ever get to this point. You know? If I find myself the day where I'm like insinuating my other content creators, you know, I insinuate they're a pedophile, you know, I insinuate they're an abuser and everything, then I would never want to see myself in that situation, right? What, like the craziest thing I've said is greedy and stupid, power creep, you know, global passive moral compass. And I feel like at the end of the day,
I think the biggest issue that Mr. Pokey's ever done is completely misunderstand situation after situation and then make it everybody else's issue, right? That's like the worst thing he's ever done, to be completely real, right? And rage bait, right? Rage bait and make his, I mean, for lack of a better term, his incompetence on certain situations everybody else's issue, right? Which, like, I mean, to be honest, like, all things considered, it's not really that bad, right? I think St. Tontas's biggest issue is probably psychoanalyzing where things don't need to be psychoanalyzed and insinuating things that don't need to be insinuated, versus people who, like, haven't really done that much bad to him. Like, it's like, okay, you gotta understand. Have I done that? Absolutely. But you gotta think about, who am I doing that to? Openly racist Chinese people, right? And people who have tried to ruin my life and gone after, like, my relationships and shit. Genozad's a guy who just took a couple shots. Like, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, Genozad just take a couple shots. Like, what's the worst Genozad's done? Get angry at a table, make a couple passive-aggressive remarks. That's about it. Like, that's about it. Like, if you really think about it.
To basically put things into perspective, it's not something that I would ever imagine would come out from my mouth, essentially, right? And to my knowledge as well, you know, this person, this Tectone, right, Tectone, he basically felt that I've done irreparable damage to his reputation ever since the Hoyo deserves our apology, where it was basically mocking him for the whole Kurobot thing, right? Like, I've done irreparable damage to his image,
Oh, is he gonna apologize?
his community, for labeling him as a Kurobot, right? It's my fault. I'm sorry. Yep. I'm sorry for making Santonta's image within the Warring Waves community get fucked up, right? You shouldn't be labeled as a Kurobot. Whether or not you want to label it for yourself as a Kurobot, because that's basically what you label on the stream, right? It's not my say to determine if you are or not a Kurobot. All right, that's up to you and the content that you are.
That's 5 big booms. Boom, 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 boom. Growth. Hell yeah. Big growth. Big growth.
Producing, right? And I think if that was the thing that bro wanted, right? Because I labeled him a Kurobot and I ruined his reputation.
There you go.
Yep, there it is. But everything that comes after that, you know, I don't think it takes like a genius to know that if you're willing to say these kind of things to other people, it's more like a sooner or later thing that's gonna happen regardless. And I don't think a content creator who dedicates the entire stream psychoanalyzing a clip or a VOD or a tweet or a stream or a video for 6 hours, I don't think that's, me personally, I don't think that's enjoyable. And I would never ever want to let my content go into that length, where my streams are involving around critiquing other content creators.
Hey, I'm just hoping St. Tontas just don't come after me. Here's my strategy. If St. Tontas ever makes a video on me that's like negative, I'm just copyright strike it. Claimed. Shinya taught me how to do that last night. I gave another content creator a warning. I said, this guy has been schizo posting about me for 2 years. I said, you've made 150 videos on me in 2 years, and that's the only content you make. You make one more, I'm done, bro. I will copyright claim your ass. I'm just not dealing with that shit anymore, bro. Hell nah. Hell nah. So I'm just saying, and I want to say, even though everybody telling me that Saint Totas is coming after me next, I don't believe he will. I don't believe he will. I believe in Saint Totas. But just in case, I got one ready. Fucking, don't touch me.
Critiquing their guides, critiquing their clips, critiquing them slamming the table, right? Critiquing all.
Like, for real, I cannot tell you how many people have told me Saint Totas is going to come after you next. Like, in the next 4 months, he's coming after you. And I'm like, nah, I don't think he will. I don't think he will. He got no reason to. What's the point? You know, what's the point? We're good. We got good rapport. It's really that easy, you know? I mean, listen. Despite what everybody tells me, I believe in the guy, you know, and maybe that's my own issue, but I mean, I still believe in Mr. Pokey too. I think things will be fine. I think things will be good from here on out. There's no reason to have issues, man. There's no reason.
All these things. I just don't give a damn, you know? There are like so many content creators in the world, and respectfully, I'm not getting paid to be their therapist, you know? I'm not getting paid to say, oh, what he's doing is wrong. Boo. I just wanna play my game, man. And I find it kind of commendable that that is his purpose, right? Just going around and critiquing and analyzing, which is why I mentioned, you know, I think bro needs therapy. But if he finds enjoyment in that, then so be it, right? I think that's pretty much all I have to say. And I
will say, we probably should stop saying bro needs therapy so much, because it's like incredibly condescending. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You know, like, come on. You know this video is going to piss him off again. Right? Like, you can't say, I fucked your career. Sorry. Get therapy, retard. Like, what is this? Why does nobody know how to apologize in this community? Like, come on. Like, bro. Like, just do mine. I give great apologies. Come on, bro.
The reason why this stream as well is going to be called, you know, put an end to everything, right? Because I've come to realize that all these war, right, all these instigations and everything, even if it's going to be caused by a crazy guy, you know, if the crazy guy yells into a crowd, right, if a dog barks into a crowd, if you're unaware, right? Ignorance is bliss. And I hope that going forward, a lot more content creators do this. As of effect right now, if any one of my chat, right, for both YouTube and Twitch or Discord or whatever place, right, you guys want to send a link. Yo, do you see XYZ talk about you? Do you see this video? Do you see this tweet? Do you see this stream? Or this clip, right? Anyone sends any of these videos, I don't need it. Because it's very, very simple, right? If another content creator is saying or doing all these things, but it's not to my face directly, then it's for themselves. It's for content farming, right? Because if they really did give a shit, DMs are always open, you know what I'm saying? So they never intended to go down this weird path of like, oh, I'm trying to make this guy look like he's you know, fix his mistakes. I can fix him or everything. It was never about that. Never. It is with the intention to instigate and to farm. And at the end of the day, if they don't have anything to say to my face, and they want to do it in their own communities, then let them be, right? Let them be. Tectone believes in like the ideology where public matters, right? If someone makes a public video, a public tweet, a public stream, it should be a...
Why do I keep getting brought up? Bro, leave me out of this, bruh. What the hell, man? Like, come on, leave me out. Also, I would like to say Saint Totas did want to get on call, Mr. Pokey. That is the thing that was real. That was the thing that happened. Hold on. Oh, no, please don't throw shade. Please. Okay.
Dress publicly.
True.
I don't think that's necessary for me. Maybe
It is, but that's okay.
I haven't faced the allegations that are like that severe, right? Like being called a rapist or pedophile or whatever, to the point where I feel like I need to actually address this. Otherwise, there'll be like, you know, law-breaking things.
Bro, I'll be real with how hard he crashed out being called Mr. Dookie and a hypocrite. I feel like if he were to ever handle real fucking shade, he'd lose it, bro. I'll just give it a buck. Like, I remember he would look up his own name in Discord and Twitter because someone called him Mr. Dookie. Like, oh, man. Wait for it? What? What happened?
It's never really that deep. It's a gacha game. You have to play gacha games. You want to talk about power creep, you want to talk about meta. You know, it's just really not that deep. So, as long as I'm doing my own things, right? As long as I'm like playing my Epic 7, playing my Honkai Star Rail, playing all these things, even if drama wants to come and find their way towards me based on whatever things I say, alright? Let's just say one day I say, oh my god, Honkai Star Rail has no power creep problem. Oh my god, Honkai Star Rail's, this unit is so good, right? Everybody should pull this unit. Oh my god, global passive again, just pull for the global passive. And then people want to cancel me, right? People want to take it to Twitter, oh, why is saying so bad? This guy is standing up for the company.
I think there's a difference between trying to cancel you and then people just saying your opinion shit. And I think it's important for Mr. Pokey's long-term as a content creator to understand the difference between the two. Because I'll be real, everything that people said about Mr. Pokey wasn't really that crazy. To be honest. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, there's a difference between disagreeing and then trying to cancel you, right? Nobody was ever saying Mr. Pokey should be deplatformed, right? They were just saying your opinions were shit. That's pretty much just it, right? Yeah, there's once again a false equivalency issue happening around that just doesn't need to exist.
Whatever. Okay. Sure,
Yeah, calling somebody out ain't canceling, yeah. And I think that's important because, like, being called out is never an issue as long as you can defend your stance. And it's pretty much like that. Like for example, the other day, Captain Cabinets said, it seems like you don't like Woo-Ah anymore. Was that her trying to cancel me? No, not really. That was her just trying to say, how do you feel about this? And I say, oh, well, you're wrong. Let me tell you why. Dumbass, now make an OnlyFans. Right? It's really that easy.
They're not saying it to me.
Or just say, oh, you know what? You're right. I can't defend that perspective, so I'll adjust it.
All right, they're saying it to their community. And if they don't want to say it to me, I don't need any of my chatters. I don't need anyone to tell me, hey, yo, Mr. Pokey, do you see what this guy said about me? If they want to say it, they can say it to my face, right? And I think that by implementing this step, not just...
So I think Mr. Pokey's making another misplay here because he's saying that if a content creator has an issue with me, say it to my face. But I don't think that if Sane Tontas wanted to have a call with him that he would pick up. So I think I don't think this works, right? Because this is saying now, from now on, if you have a problem with me, get on call with me and talk about it. And I just don't think that's going to happen. I just don't think that should happen.
Just for my own channel, but for like everyone's channel. Across the streams, right? All these like instigator chatters, right?
Oh, he meant DMs? He said it? Okay. Yeah, I just don't think DMs is like saying it to my face. Right? Like when somebody says say it to my face, I don't imagine people bringing out their phone and texting it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, imagine like webcam to webcam. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah. So that's just me.
Hey, do you see XYZ? Because that's what they want, They want people,
I think it's better. What he should have said was, if you have a problem with me, we can handle it offline. Right? Because saying it to my face is like, well, that's just not true. Right? So I think better is handle it offline.
All these streamers to look at themselves and like, oh my god, let's have them go at it. It's entertaining, right? It's fun, right? But like, I feel like if all streamers adopt this measure of like, okay, this CC is talking shit behind my back. Here's a link. If people are not aware of these CCs talking behind the back, then it's just gonna make it look like this guy that's like shit talking you behind the back. He's gonna look like the crazy one. Alright, he's gonna look like the guy that's like unhinged, schizo, analyzing, character assassination, and he can just be in his own world, essentially. Right? Which has been going on for like the past couple of months. And I really don't think it just stems from the fact that I called him a crowbot one time. It's just let them be, right? And
that's not what happened. It was not a girl bot one time, bro. There was 8 videos. There was some goals. Like, come on. Like, come on, man. Damn.
yeah, I think that is the best resolution to all the dramas going forward. And it will also lead to the result of, I want to see content like this, essentially. I myself, as a viewer, I would want to see content like this. I want to see spending $1,000 for characters, right? I want to see like before you pools and everything. That's what I want to see. And if I want to look at, drama stuff and everything, I might as well play Epic 7, right? And I also want my community to be molded into one that doesn't like to see drama as well. And just, if you do like to see drama on this channel, then unfortunately there won't be any more, man. There just won't be any more. Because
He said this twice before. He's failed twice. But this time, it's gotta be different. This time, for sure. Me praying it's not different.
I'm gonna remove all the links And if you guys want to send it to me, and if these content creators have never DM me to my face or like say anything or give me a call or anything, then I will just take it that you're trying to instigate something. Alright? And then going forward, I hope that, I genuinely hope that, these kind of things don't happen. Right? And I think that's the best I can do, right? That's really the best I can do. I don't know what else I can do. Truly. So, to wrap up this entire video, I'm gonna be cleaning everything up.
Okay.
I mean, I think we already cleaned everything up, right? If in the future I were to give comments like, oh, HSR story is better than Watering Wave story. Watering Wave's power creep is less than HSR. Or like this banner unit is more predatory than the other banner unit. And you want to fucking cancel me? Womp, right? Womp. Okay. Cancel me then, right?
Right, but just saying, that is something that will cause drama. So I think if Mr. Pokey really does want to move forward, he just sticks to just HSR. Just don't compare it to other shit. Just like keep HSR references to HSR, right? Because that's gonna make communities angry at each other, right? So if he does want to move forward from drama, he should avoid saying things like, HSR is better than this or HSR is better than that, and just keep it standalone.
I just don't want to engage in these kind of things anymore. It's pointless.
Now, womp, let people get mad. Well, no, I'm just saying, if Mr. Pokey wants to escape this matrix that he claims he wants to escape from, I'm just saying, as a counsel, as an advisor, that is what you would have to do if you want to actually keep true to your word. I'm just letting you know. Oh, and I'm going to DM him this as well, by the way. I'm going to DM him this. Because if he does truly just want to stick to him and his community, just don't bring up other streamers in a negative light. Don't bring up comparisons between games. Like me personally, I invite drama. I don't care. If somebody's going to get upset over that, I think they're just a bitch. And then I'm going to make fun of them, and I think it's funny. Right? That's just me, though. You know what I mean? That's hilarious. If you really get upset by that, then yeah. But if you do really want to get upset by gotcha tribalism, well, then suck my dick. I don't think gotcha tribalism is bad at all. I actually think gotcha tribalism is a good thing. Yeah, I think it's great. I think it keeps the communities alive.
And if you think that what I said is wrong over a fucking gacha game, I suggest playing some real gacha games. Like literally going to war over power creep in Honkai Star Rail is fucking ridiculous. Why is that power creep? What leaderboards are there power creep? Well, you can't 3 stars, so you lose 1 pool. You lose half a pool. The fuck? Right? So, yep. That's pretty much it going forward. I'm gonna play Xenozone Zero after this. I wanna try out this brand new game. Expedition to...
Wasn't he the guy who started the power creep drama? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Come on, let's stop this revisionist history.
33. I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be turn-based. I've got Dark Souls and everything. And going forward for my channel, I do think that this should be the end. This should be the end. And I don't want to go back to this ever again. And if by some way, somehow...
No way he's already giving himself an out in case he wants to come back. I know you like it, Pokey. I know you like it. Don't act like you don't like it.
If people are going to say really, really fucking diabolical shit. Let's be real, guys. If Xenoness was to go...
If somebody calls me Mr. Dookie one more time, bro, I'm going to fucking snap.
Was going to call me a pedophile? I don't think I'm going to sit there and take it, right? But if it's over a take, power creep, moral compass, I mean, okay, or whatever, right? Because especially if these people, they were supposed to be my friends. If you are my friend, right, you would DM me, right? If what I said on Twitter, on YouTube, on my stream, if it offends you, you would DM me about it. You wouldn't spin into a 20-30 minute video or a 2 or 3 hour stream trying to find the fuck out of this, right? You would tell me about it, and we can talk like actual grown-ass adults. Otherwise, I'll just take it. You have no good intention. You wanted to fund for your own channel to begin with, and there's no reason for me to engage with you, ever. And anyone that trusts gaming to engage, which is what I mentioned just now, like the links, right? The chatters, there's no reason for you to be here as well, because I just don't want any part of it.
Hell yeah, ban their ass. Ban them. Now, I will say, I got clickbaited into this video. I've already reacted for 41 minutes. Yeah, this is going to go on YouTube 100%. I will just say, just keeping a spade a spade, I thought this was Mr. Pokey taking accountability for 27 minutes, not reigniting war. Yeah, I'm going to be real. So sometimes that happens when you clickbait people with videos. I ain't going to lie. I ain't gonna lie. I really thought this was a video about him taking accountability. I was keeping a buck.
So, yep, these are my raw thoughts. I didn't have a script as well. I'm very chill. I'm very cool. And
didn't he do that to you by doing a 3-hour stream talking about you before you were live? Yes, that was a thing that happened. That's a good point. That's a good point, Random. That is a thing that happened.
That is pretty much it. right? I think at the end of the day, okay, I'm just flexing for fun, right? At the end of the day, I want to end stream. I want to press end stream. I want to look at the video, and I want to take a look at, okay, it was a great stream today, guys. I'm glad that I enjoyed myself. I'm glad that my community enjoyed themselves. And I would never want to end a stream where I feel like, ah, shit, man, what the fuck was I even streaming for? Because that's what I felt like I did yesterday. Like what's the fucking point of like the entire stream yesterday, minus the minus the final little bit where we play Epic Set, right? That was like the good part of the stream, right? And I don't want to feel that way anymore, because like it is a genuine waste of time, right? Dogs are gonna bark, right? Maybe people are gonna say whatever the fuck they maybe want to say, and if they want to continue doing that, then so be it. That's pretty much it. Peace.
Stop! Stop! I don't want to see that! Stop doing that! Jesus! To keep going here, I would like to say, would I consider that... Wait, what's this? Watch the first 20 seconds of this video.
Hey, kanina, this fucking uncle want to talk about Singapore. I got fucking problem with my accent of my country. Limpe happily minding my own fucking business. This one will be a condescending towards my entire country. My friend Pokey called him a dog, right? I will show him a lot of fucking face already. No fucker hell. Tectone also called him a dog, right? Right, Tectone also say he's a fucking dog, right? Huh? Why so pressed? PMS, ah? He called you a good boy, ah? Want me to feel trees or not? Kanina, your fucking ass also jealous of the amount of shit coming out from your mouth every other day. There's nothing fucking right in your left brain, nothing fucking left in your right brain, and you still want to pretend you got a brain. You fucking want to go after my country, insinuate other people, it's like what, call them pedophiles, and then you cry that you got marriage report. Kanina, who's fucking fault? Your parents never teach you manners, huh? Absolutely embarrassing. You know what? You want to fucking post the fucking podcast, right? Absolutely. You know what's embarrassing? Huh? Your performance in the hologram tournament cheating. 30-minute head start practicing, and you still fucking lost it. Don't fucking talk about my country, no. Kanina kunde.
Damn, bro! Damn! Pokey hates that dude's ass. Okay. That aside.
Holy shit. Anyway, here's a sub.
Thanks. Anyways, I'm hoping this wraps it all up. I'm hoping it's horrible. To be honest, the only person who comes out of this drama looking good is Genocide. I'm just keeping it a buck. Like, I'm just keeping it a buck. Mr. Pokey took a huge PR loss. Saint Tontas took a huge PR. Oh, I also look great. Yeah, Saint Tontas took a huge PR hit. Genocide got a boost. Good for him. Although he didn't even come out unscathed either. And that's what I mean by drama, everybody loses. I don't think, okay, to be completely fair, I think Genocide's apology was pretty good. To be completely fair. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, guys. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm biased here. But I think that I like all three of these people. I don't think we really got a good apology from Saint or Mr. Pokey throughout this whole thing. I don't really think we got any resolution, but I'll be real, I wasn't really expecting one. Yeah, I really wasn't expecting one. I think this is the best scenario. If Mr. Pokey wants to come out as a W, he needs to practice what he preaches, do what he said he was going to do, move forward. I'm also going to send Mr. Pokey a DM explaining to him in graphic detail how to get out of this as unscathed as possible. I'm also going to DM Saint Tontas because I'll be real. I've heard how he feels. And, you know, I think this whole drama, I'm not even going to lie, I thought it was fucking hilarious because it's really just like not that big a deal, like at all. You know what I'm saying? Like legit. Like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just funny. But yeah, I think we're done. I think it's all done. I'm going to call this video the finale. And yeah, we'll see. I think this is what happens when egos clash. And it was pretty damn entertaining now, wasn't it? Hopefully Mr. Pokey can continue being successful, doing what he wants to do in Honkai Star Rail. I know Genocid's going to be fine. You know, I know he's going to be fine. Saint Tontas, well, everybody's going to be fine, but that may have been the finale for Mr. Pokey, and he now might be bowing out. We'll see. I think Saint Tontas is going to have a lot to say about that video. But I'm going to call this video the finale, ? It's over, ? And we'll see where it goes. Right now, we're in the point where actions speak louder than words. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been Tectone, your drama play-by-play breakdown shoutcaster. I want to thank you guys for supporting my sports entertainment career for 20 years now. It's been a great career, but I think we're going to go ahead and wrap that up because surely there's nothing else.